past. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Browns.
And it's Kick It Off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career. But they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. From the gun, they go with Algier. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Algier with another carry. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. That one's caught along the left sideline. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running right is Algier. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd down carry for Algier. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 3rd and 14.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Jackson now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He finds Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Gibbs on second down. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. This is complete to Neighbors. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw, Stroud. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Lions are going to take over after the interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Stroud now. Throw complete to Williams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. A give to Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Catch is made in close. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Third down, 1 yard to go. It's Gibbs on the carry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Back to pass on first and 10. Got a man. It's Njoku. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lower the deficit to a single possession. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Jackson now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Taking a shot deep down the field. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They give to Algier from the gun. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 14-10 our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it, 2nd and 4. He's got a man left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Looking for a throw here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Aubrey puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pass taken in by St. Brown. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Lions readying for the punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
It's Algier on 3rd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He has it at the 13. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a short gain of 1. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. It's taken in by Williams. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll motion a tight end left. Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Stroud. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead to 8.
Browns 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dumped off to his running back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Setting up the screen. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He's going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Lions and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Throw complete to Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now motion him out of the backfield. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Lions looking at 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Taken in by Williams outright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. From the gun, Stroud. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Denzel Ward makes the play. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Finding Judy. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. 3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. But my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They send the tight end in motion. From the 35 on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the...
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these 2 teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Kate Scott.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. Jackson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Coming right is Gibbs. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Tight end motioning right. From the gun, they go with Algier. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd and 7. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just fine.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give to Gibbs. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another one for Gibbs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and that gives the Lions the first. Running it with Gibbs. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back to throw, Stroud. Cut near the goal line. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here.
Unnecessary run. Defense.
An avoidable mistake, and that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The visitors and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be first down, Detroit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Laporta with the grab. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Punting unit out now. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Running it after the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 43. He's on the move. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Browns pick it up. Reaches the 40. And a great return comes to to an end with the tackle.
You know, kid, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time, pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now, following the turnover. It's complete to Hopkins.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Second down now, 7 to go. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the run, so now they face fourth down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force fourth and long.
The Browns are lining up to punt, and he's been getting all of it every time out. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Lions offense returning to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Able to find right. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They're throwing it. Bell on the catch. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second and 3 now. Here's a give up the middle. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That pass is caught by Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Simple dive up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First and 10 from the 41. Right up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. With a handoff up the gut. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Third and 4 coming up now. Back to throw now. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Bates' kick is up and good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And they send a man in motion. Back to the air, Watson. That's Tillman, he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Dumped off to his running back. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Watson with 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ball at the 33 for first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Throw on 3rd down. Hauled in left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Browns getting their offense out there. Well, Dan Campbell never shy when he disagrees with a call, and he's thrown the red flag here.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Watson on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and short, it's Watson. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Sticking to the air with Watson. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Lions with a 15-point advantage. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The give here on second. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So the Lions get the win on the road. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for week 1. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.